We should be live. Let's see.
Yes, you're welcome.
Welcome to the zone where the numbers don't lie. Breaking it down, play by play, eye to eye. Stats on the board, heat in the booth, fast takes, deep dives, searching for truth. From the court to the field, it's precision we bring. With a mic and a metric, we dissect everything. Analytics, this, where the game gets real. Feel the data, hear the steel. Crunching numbers, calling plays. Running hot takes every day. Beyond the highlights, behind the scenes, we break it down, no in-betweens. Legacy, power, tactics, and grit. If it's in the game, we're talking it. Analytics, this, say it loud. Analytics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Football is back, baby. Football is back.
Indeed, it is. Yes, football is back. Thank you for
It's
joining us.
football eve.
It's football.
It's
Yeah,
preseason, though.
first preseason game, so we've seen some football. I saw training camp last Saturday. I'm going to give you my observations. We're going to preview the game. Now, tell me, what were you doing with the UFL? Talk to me about this.
You really want me to go in detail? Now, do you want me to go in regular
No,
detail?
just
or...
we're gonna go into detail later. But what is it you did?
Okay, I won't go in slumber party, girl at slumber party detail, man. Okay, I'll put that off. Okay,
Well,
guys, the UFL is for real, guys. So, UFL season, they have what's called showcases around the United States, and so here in St. Louis, they had the UFL showcases where people in the general Midwest area came to St. Louis. Shout out to Lindbergh High School and the staff that they put on a great area at their field. The staff really supported the players there. So I was one of like only one or two media people there, and I interviewed some players trying out. Shout out to the wide receiver and some other quarterback players I interviewed. Former dad, tight end Marcellus Rivers, who played for the Texans and Saints. Interviewed him as he was supporting his quarterback son. Please look on my profile for all of this information and my posts. But it was really exciting getting a chance to see the players and meet some of the families supporting them. It was
cool.
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting.
Yeah, I saw what you posted. And I retweeted it and everything, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
It was
really
awesome.
good stuff.
We'll get into it later on.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of pictures or videos from training camp last Saturday. It was last Saturday. The big story was, I didn't know about this, but I did have a good conversation with some of the beat reporters that were there. Tony Grossi being one of them. Another one was Daryl Ryder, because we got a chance to talk to Earl DePearl, Devin Bush, G. Bush, not Devin Bush. Devin Bush is playing tomorrow for the Bears. G. Bush, shout out to him, and Tyvis Powell. Got to see them.
You talked to G. Bush?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah,
Cam
Justice was there too.
Of you with him.
No, I didn't do pictures. I didn't do the whole fanboy stuff. I just kind of shook hands and met with them. It was interesting because a lot of guys were there in jerseys and hanging out. I showed up in a tank top. I wanted to get some sun, and I did. My shoulders are still peeling from it. And I got to meet, and guess what? I did get hugged, thanks to you. Thank you, Becky, for hugging me. The super fan Becky became Facebook friends with her after that. She hugged me hard. She's like, I'm like, oh my God. So I knew. I was like, thank you, Posh, for doing that. So no, let me just explain. The big controversy was I wasn't there for the press conference before, but Todd Monken said the first team reps are going to go to Shedeur. Well, he changed his mind after that, and I think he did it to F with their heads, to be honest with you. But the thing was he wanted to see another padded practice with Deshaun, with Deshaun playing, and that's what it was. And I'll tell you what, let me just give my observations first and foremost was athletically, we look a lot better on offense.
Okay. Okay.
Quinshaw Judkins, he wasn't at training camp last year.
Okay.
Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, Isaiah Bond. Those guys weren't at training camp last year. Those are like our top 3 receivers now. Maybe with Jerry Jeudy in the mix as well. But those guys looked great. And when it came to running the offense, one of the things that Todd Monken likes to do is a lot of pre-snap shifts, motions, cadences to throw off the defense. It's kind of like, don't let the defense know what you're going to do, which was almost like what Stefanski didn't really do the last 2 years with Cleveland.
Yes.
So
Halftime adjustments.
not even just adjustments, just pre-shift,
Yes.
shifting motions, stuff like that. The thing is that when it came to the pre-snap stuff, Deshaun had the offense running a lot smoother than Shador.
Okay.
And I think that might have to do with experience.
Okay.
It's just, but when it came to post-snap stuff, Shador, he had one interception that should have happened, but Grant Delpit dropped it. But Deshaun looked pretty good. I mean, Deshaun looked pretty good. I sat there, I walked out of that, and I said, I think Deshaun did better today than Shador did. That's to be honest. And I'm not really on. I'm rooting for the Browns. I don't care who plays quarterback. I want the team to win. I'm not hooking my wagon to one guy or another. But it was an interesting conversation I had with Daryl because I noticed this too, and I think anybody that watches this team practice and has been watching this, the future of quarterback is not on the roster right now. I'm going to say it. I like Shador. I think he's a good kid. Could he become a player? Possibly. I don't see it now. Now, I said this to him, and I said, I remember. You remember last week before the show? I said I believe it's a very good chance, about 70% chance, they're drafting a quarterback early next draft, 2027. And I almost wasn't going to reiterate the conversation I had with Daryl because we really weren't on the record talking; we were just talking. But he said the exact same thing on the radio, so I'm going to say what he said. And he looked at me and he just said, because I kind of said it's only a matter of who and when they take a quarterback next year. And he goes, with their first pick. That's what he said. And I just went, okay. Now wherever they're picking, whoever's there, they're going to do their evaluation. They're going to do that. So he's thinking they're taking a quarterback early with their first pick next year, and it's looking like that. As of today, August 14th, 2026. Could that change April 14th, 2027, which is 10 months from now?
Okay.
Yes, a lot can happen between now and then. Don't know what's going to happen, but just as of today, I'm sitting here watching this saying, yes, the defense looked good. The defense was way ahead of the offense. I was also going to say that was the practice where Jared Verse and Spencer Fano got into a fight.
Yes, that's when I saw that. I'm like, oh my goodness! Yeah, I remembered you're at the practice, and I'm like, oh.
Well,
God.
at first when it happened,
Tell me
we're like,
about
whoa,
that.
fight! Everybody kind of stood up in the stands, and nobody knew who it was. Like,
Okay.
we're like, who was it? Who's fighting? And they said,
Set
it's
the
Verse
scene,
and
set the
Fano. It
scene.
was, yeah. What's going on? And it was Verse and Fano, and then Fano, believe it or not, did very well against. He did very well. Every draft pick last year, the first 4, including Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, they look great. They look legit. Casey Concepcion made some great catches. Denzel Boston made some great catches. Isaiah Bond was an undrafted free agent, but he could have been a second or third round pick in the 2025 draft. And he's definitely got speed. He can play. So I'm looking at this like there's some good young talent on this team.
I wrote. We'll get into it later on, but I wrote a couple of key players from the Bears defense.
Yeah,
because-
we're going to talk about that when we preview the game. I'm
Yeah,
just
we'll
kind of
talk
giving
about that.
I'm giving my
Deshaun.
observation of the
yep,
camp. I mean, are we going to win 20? Are we going to win 13? Are we going to go 13-4, win the division? I'm not predicting any win totals. I'm predicting this offense will be better than last year's offense.
Yes.
That I'm going to save that much. Now, the other thing G. Bush said, this was talking about that, it's like, yeah, if this team stays healthy, they can compete. He goes, you're going to have players hurt. It's football. Injuries happen. You just got to, can you handle it? do we have the depth to handle it? So that's what we're working on now. Zadarius Smith was worked out, so that's depth.
That was interesting. That was a surprise.
Yeah,
So he
I was
was
too.
worked out. We'll find out maybe next week. By next Friday, podcast time, we should know if he's made the team.
Yeah. I would say in just making my observations and just being there, it just seems like there was plays. There was plays on offense being made. And there's one beautiful Deshaun Watson deep pass to Isaiah Bond that went for a touchdown. I mean, you could see it. It's there. I mean, there are some plays it's like, oh, what happened? What is that? And there was goal line stuff that didn't go well that practice. And I think Daryl even said it was brutal. But my thinking is like, yeah, they're working on stuff. So it's practice. They're working on things. I want to see what they look like tomorrow.
Me too.
I want to see how's this offense going to look. You know, what based on what I just said, what is it you want to see tomorrow? Not just out of Deshaun, but out of the Browns.
It's the O line. It's the O line. It doesn't. It matters who the quarterback is, but it's the O line. That is the reason why the Browns were sluggish. I really think in starting Shador, because we had an O line that wasn't. We had DeWatt Johnson went down. We had Batonio on his way out. We had an O line that couldn't. That had the support of a Dollar General training bra. I mean, really. So you don't put a rookie quarterback.
Oh, do tell. Dollar General training bra.
Exactly. You don't put a rookie quarterback in an O line that's struggling. So now, fast forward to now, we've got Fano finding his way, and thank God Fano is rising to the equation in a key position as the blind spot of a left tackle. We got DeWatt who's coming back. We've got our O line coming together. So
Pretty much, yeah.
pretty much, and then you have Deshaun now hasn't really touched the field, who's getting it back for 2 years. So this I can understand Monken. Maybe we may not see Shador. We may not see Shador the first part of the season. We may not. And it's not a knock on Shador.
No,
just
not at all.
more time in the pocket. He just needs a little bit more solid, an O-line that's clicking, because I'd rather see Shador Halloween with an O-line that's protection, that's wall, that can give him 4.2 seconds, that can give him 4.5, that is working, that is Q is going, Q is driving, and I'd rather see him Halloween. I need these
whoever starts week 1 doesn't mean they've got the job the whole year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are people need to remember their history. Remember, we went to the playoffs when we finally recently was in the playoffs, and sadly we were beat by the Texans. We had to string together like 4 quarterbacks like Christmas lights to get to
Deshaun Watson, DTR,
Flacco in the end.
PJ Walker, and then Joe Flacco.
Yes, it's like Christmas lights. We had to have all these quarterbacks to make it to the playoffs. So patience, protection, and the thing that is awesome is that this gentleman, QB babyface, I call Shador, he wants to earn it. He wants it. When he stands on the mountaintop, he wants to know that he earned this. He wants it. He wants to earn the respect of Monken. And so I just want to prepare everybody. When Monken maybe announces next week, I predict Tuesday, Wednesday, that maybe Deshaun is going to be the starting quarterback. I don't think he's going to pronounce it yet. I'm thinking in 2 weeks maybe he may announce the starting quarterback.
I think it'll be by the 27th.
The 27th, if he announces Deshaun, he may announce Deshaun by the 27th. The first person to accept it is the number one person that's going to accept that decision is Shador. He's going to say, I didn't show enough. Mark my words. He's going to say, I didn't show enough to Monken. This is this is just something for me to prove. I didn't show enough. I'm going to learn better. I'm going to work harder. And still, it's not over. He's going to say quotes around that. He is going to be the first one to accept it. He is going to be the first one to accept it.
Oh yeah, he'll be. Yeah, trust me, he's young.
It won't be fodder. It won't be fake.
No,
It'll be
no.
real.
Just because one guy's starting over the other to start the season, you've got a whole season.
We've got money. We've got money on this guy. We've got a lot of money, a lot of invested in Deshaun. If he is healthy, if he's able to do it, we have to use him. We have to go with him. And that's one of the major tweets I did. Him changing and going and starting and padding up Deshaun. It's called accountability. That's exactly what so that Deshaun can never say they never gave me a chance. They never believed in me or never gave me a chance. You have to give people a chance to prove themselves. Okay. And so in this practice time, Shador has had lots of snaps. And Deshaun needed that time also. So that's all he was creating. Monken needs to be able to see both players in real time situation, be able to assess what's going on.
Take your time, Monken. Take your time. I don't understand why people want to rush this. It's like, why? Why? I mean, take your time, make the right decision, and also, either one could start, and either one could be productive. They could be. That doesn't mean they will be. But with the offense, I think the thing I noticed too was that a lot of other national people are noticing this team has more talent, and that'll help with the quarterback position. Do they have the answer at quarterback? No, we don't. But we have a lot of key positions filled, including the left tackle, including running back. Denzel Boston's our number one receiver now. So we've got playmakers, and we've got we hope to put together a solid line, which we'll be able to work on that. But go ahead.
So do you want to talk about are you ready to talk about what Deshaun will be facing tomorrow?
Yeah, because what I want to see a sustained drives. I want to see just an offense that executes, meaning that, okay, if it's 3rd and 5, we convert. We don't do a 3 and out, punt the ball, and let them march down the field on us. And by the second quarter, he had only 1 or 2 drives. You know what I mean? I want to see him sustain drives, have plays, take up time off the clock. You know what I mean? Generate points, generate offense. I want to see execution. I don't want to see pre-snap penalties. I don't want to see bullshit. I don't want to see turnovers. So that's pretty much it. I want to see how the offense executes and how the defense holds up too. But go ahead. What do you got for me?
Okay. So I didn't put all the whole roster defense, just some key names that I recognize, guys. Guys, I'm not a guru, but there were some key names that I recognized on the Bears defense. And I just wanted to pick your brain and see what Deshaun's going to be up against. Defensive Montez Sweat. Know him.
Yep.
Jarrett, defensive tackle Jarrett, a linebacker Devin Bush.
Devin Bush, former Brown, signed with the Bears. We Quincy Williamson replaced him, which was an upgrade. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
A linebacker DeMarco Jackson.
Yep.
And cornerback Jalen Johnson.
Yep.
So, any names sticking out for you?
Bush.
What is he going to have a major name he's going to have to watch? Montez Sweat? What do you think?
All of them. I think all of them, but I think Devin Bush will have something to prove. It's his former team.
Yep.
Devin Bush was really not bitter towards Cleveland at all because we helped him resurrect his career because he was really, nobody wanted him and we gave him a chance. But when it came to him getting he got a great contract with the Bears. He got some money, so now he's in a good position. He's in a good spot. So
Okay. So let's start. Let's do some football 101 for Joy. So Fano. So Fano is the left tackle.
correct.
So who is he up against when we come to defense?
Montez Sweat.
Who is he blocking?
Probably blocking Sweat.
Sweat. Oh,
Yeah, he's going to learn.
yeah.
He held his own against Verse, who's a Pro Bowl level defensive pass rusher.
Okay, so defensive and so left tackle is lined up against DEs. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think the Bears run a 4-3 defense. Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that's who he's going to be going up against. I'm not sure how many starters are playing, who they're playing. I don't know. Yeah, well, he's got to learn. He's going to be going up against some of the best guys in the NFL. I mean, he's a top 10 pick, so we're expecting him to come in. He actually did. He's done very well. He looked good in camp. So
Okay. So if Montez, this is all bearing in mind that Montez even touches the field tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't have a list of inactives for anybody tomorrow. I don't.
Okay.
But I'm just
So
looking at
Fano could maybe have his first test going against Montez Sweat.
at least for a series.
Okay.
At least for a series. We'll see. Plus, also too, it depends on the position the offense is. If it's third and manageable, like 3rd and 2, versus like
Okay.
3rd and 12, you know what I mean, and they don't have to pin their ears back and just rush the quarterback. When it's 3rd and
Okay.
2, they got to play the run. They can't just they can't just jailbreak at the quarterback on that point. So it makes it easier. So just being ahead of the sticks would help. So
Okay.
then positive plays on 1st and 2nd down, sustaining drives. Yeah.
So last point of football 101 with Joy, with Posh. Linebacker Dave Bush. Who would be up against Dave Bush?
Devin Bush.
Devin Bush.
Could be. Whoever's at right tackle, which would be Howard. He should
Howard.
be playing. Yep, Titus Howard. I would also think, as well as DeJuan Jones will probably get some reps out there. I think DeJuan Jones as a depth piece would be great. He's a better right tackle than he is left tackle, but he can play left tackle, so he's really very valuable for us.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of what we need is depth, and it looks like with DeJuan Jones and other players that we have, there's opportunity there. So
Is DeJuan Jones still a left tackle?
he's better at right tackle, but he's played left. Yes.
Better at right tackle. Right tackle is going up against what?
Is probably going up against Devin Bush, but that would be Howard, Titus Howard. He
Okay.
left practice. He left practice that on last Saturday. I mean, it was in my truck when I got to my truck after the practice. It said 94 degrees, so it was like 90, 95 degrees hot.
Oh my
They had a
gosh.
2.5 hour practice, but the thing that I noticed too was the pacing and the what they went from one thing to another. The practice ran smooth. It was organized. I mean, it was just a wonderful thing. So I just to be honest, it was like, because that's the other thing that other people noticed too compared to previous camps was just like the work that was getting done. A lot of reps, a lot of work. It wasn't a day off for these guys. They were working. They were putting in the work. So I would expect the team be ready to play, because one thing I criticized, I understand the criticism that Stefanski got. It looks like they weren't ready the last 2 years when the season started. It seems like they just like they weren't ready, they weren't healthy, whatever the reasons were. So I'm thinking I expect the team to be ready to play starting tomorrow.
Monken drives are hard. It's like army camp.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was barking. Dare I say, I think the players kind of treated Stefanski like the fun uncle. Dare I say?
I
You
don't
know
know.
what I mean? From the outside looking in, and I just feel like Monken runs a tighter ship, and really is holding them. The word accountability is just from day one, it's a night and day. It really is night and day. I don't
Absolutely.
know if it translates to wins. I don't know. We're left to see that. All I know is we need to take advantage of a building season for the Steelers and the Bengals. We need to take advantage of this. There
Oh.
will never be another opportunity like this.
We'll have to see. Like I said, we'll have to see how it works.
gotta-
Yeah, I mean, if like I said, we're seeing how they're bringing in talent, and I was pointing out the draft picks, the hits that they've made. It looks like they have 4 hits from the first 2 rounds of 2026 draft. It
I gotta
looks that
ask you a
way.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can we have a winning season and not have to tank and still get Archie Manning? Do
I
we
don't know about I don't know about Archie Manning, but they could get their quarterback. Yeah.
can we still have a decent season, not have to tank and still get our franchise quarterback we want to get next season? Do we have to suck this year
No.
in order to get a franchise quarterback?
No. No.
Okay.
Not
Because
at all.
what? We've got the picks. AB has been stacking picks.
We've got the picks, and just because you take a guy in the top 10, top 15, top 20 doesn't necessarily mean he's going to hit, but it also doesn't mean it could mean what I mean, doesn't mean he's going to hit. I mean, you don't know. I mean, you really don't know. So, I mean, it just
I feel like AB is like Captain Ahab trying to go after that white whale and Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like that? I feel like what is so who we got to start looking at the draft class. I mean, what is so rootin' tootin' of the draft picks of 20? Who is Jesus? I mean, who was in the draft class? I don't want to start talking that because the season's just beginning, but it's like, these are the questions, this is the pillow talk I have with IBF.
a lot
Who was in
can
the draft
change.
class? Jesus? And
Yeah.
St. Peter? I mean, who is in the draft class of 2027?
You don't know. I mean, you're talking quarterbacks like Dante Moore, Julian Sand, Lenore Sellers, Archie Manning. Those are just names that are throwing up there. And, there's going to be, like I said, you don't know. You really don't know who's going to be any good, who's not. I mean, Mendoza was not talked about 1 year ago at this time. He became the number 1 overall pick.
And he had a pretty good night.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did Drew Aller had a great night too.
And
you know.
remember a week ago the stank they put on his name and called him anything but a child of God a week ago? Remember?
Things change quickly, don't they?
So, and it shows you how social media is. It really shows you. It really shows you.
God, it'll drive you crazy if you let it. So I try not to let it. What I like to do is just look at what I'm seeing, use the analysis, the facts, the numbers, and just say here. Okay, here. This is how it works. And if we don't have pre-snap penalties, we stay ahead of the sticks, we sustain drives, we have a good enough defense to keep us in games, we score points. Yeah. I mean, if we scored 20 or more points last year, we would have won 9 games. Seriously, we would have. I mean, that's so the offense was just completely stagnant for 2024 and 2025. I expect with the investment they made in draft picks and free agents, this offense to improve greatly. With that alone, we still won 5 games last year. With that alone, I would think it's reasonable to think we'll win more than 5 games. So, but go ahead. What else do you got for me, or are you done?
So, transition to UFL, little UFL.
We're at about the 30-minute mark, sure. But let's just review what we're talking about. Hey, what we're expecting to see is a team that will execute on offense. That's what we're expecting to see based on what I saw in training camp
Yes.
and what Coach Monken has done to see a better offensive team, a team with a run game, a team that can play. I also would
Run
expect.
game.
I would expect.
That's
to
what
see,
I want to see too.
I'd,
Final
I'd expect to
run
see
game.
Casey
Yes.
Concepcion to be used in the short passing game with screens, kind of like how Zay Flowers was used. And if you want to talk about franchise quarterback needs to be a number one overall pick, Lamar Jackson was taken 32nd. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speak on that.
Dak Prescott was in the 4th round. So it doesn't necessarily mean that. So, I mean, and Shedeur Sanders, I mean, Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick. So it doesn't necessarily mean you need to. But
Yes.
I would just say, yes, they're going to be looking at quarterback next year early in the draft. They could be picking top 10. They could be picking top 15, top 20 with their first pick. They're going to have 2 picks in the first round. They could move up if they needed to. If they want to, they could do whatever they needed to. They have 6 picks in the first 2 rounds in 2027 and 2028. We have the ability to move up if we needed to. Now, go Posh.
It's Archie though. Everyone loves Archie. Everything's Archie. We've got the
He
Jets.
hasn't proven it yet. He could.
He hasn't proven it yet. Okay.
No, he hasn't proven it yet.
Because
which
the Jets, they need their quarterback. I've been in
Jets need a quarterback. Steelers need a quarterback.
We've got some quarterback needy play. Falcons, Dolphins, Dolphins.
Oh my.
You know?
Yeah. So like I said, what I'm saying this is like this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's one preseason game. It's one day. Let's see how the team looks. Let's see how they look next week, and then the week after that, and then we'll see what we got here. Go ahead, Posh, with your UFL. We're at the 32-minute mark.
Okay. So we both had, as you can see, this week we were both, Lou and I have been on field trips.
I forgot something. AllThatButter.com. Click on the link in the description of the show.
We're at the 30
All
minutes.
That Butter Stew 15 is the promo code STW, the number 15. AllThatButter.com, sponsor of the show. Go. Can't believe I forgot that. But I remembered now. I remembered now, so we did.
Hey, the 30-minute mark. That's great. So as you know, we this has been a busy week for both Lou and I. For both of us, this past Sunday, I was at the UFL showcase here in St. Louis, where players in the Midwest area show their skills, that they would love to be on a UFL team. I got a chance to sit down with several players and some family members. I sat down with wide receiver at Jalen Record. He's on my profile. Got a chance to sit down with him and get his story. Definitely go to my profile. You'll see my video of him and my interview with him. Yesterday I tweeted and got my interview with tight end, former NFL tight end Marcellus Rivers. His son King _2_ capital E quarterback out of Texas. His son, he was there supporting his son at the game. So it was really exciting. I didn't get a chance to sit down with another player, Hollywood Darius, but I am going to tweet his content really soon here. But it was really exciting. I lost 5 pounds in a day. Yes, it was hot, and I could just imagine those players there. I want to shout out Flex. Flex was there with me, helping to record everything. I did get a chance. A lot of people don't know this. I did get a chance to talk to Coach Ricky Pro of the Battlehawks. Sadly, my audio did not work, but I did get a chance to interview him. But I wasn't able to tweet that, but maybe next time. But it was an honor to talk to Coach Ricky Pro of the Battlehawks. I jokingly touched his deltoid because there was like a video that went viral of a former Hakeem Butler, wide receiver Hakeem Butler, who's now going to be in the Broncos playing, was groping his deltoid. But sadly, I wasn't able to tweet that audio, but but it's a learning experience. But it was a great day. It was an exciting day. Thank you, Flex, for being my cameraman. But it was a great experience, cheering them on. Look, just great experience. I'll do it again. I'm going to do it again next year.
All right, cool, great experience. Gotta love it. So UFL, thanks for being a part of it. You know, I'm sure they were happy that you were there, and they were glad that you were there to cover it.
I found out that no media was allowed at the showcases. When I was getting ready to show my, no media was allowed. But shout out to Brian, communications director of the Battlehawks. He recognized me from other events and gave me full reign. It was awesome.
Nice.
So I'm building connections there.
That's good. That's good.
UFL, follow me, guys. I'm tweeting all the UFL players to watch this season. Other reasons to watch. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to Sal Canella. The UFL is still standing tall, and there's lots of Aviator players that we're going to be able to watch too. So shout them out too. We've got a lot of reasons to watch.
Oh yeah. And let me just say this too. Right now it's the Padres 7, Guardians 4, bottom of the ninth, 1 out.
Okay.
So I'm just doing that score right there. So, yeah, so that's fantastic. Really appreciative of everybody. Appreciative of the Battlehawks for recognizing you and letting you be there and making sure that, you know, things were covered. Hang on a second. I should have, hey, this should be it. Should I be playing us off? Here we go. I got the music going. So, hey, let's have fun and watch some football tomorrow. What do you think?
All right, sounds good to me.
Let's enjoy ourselves and watch some Cleveland Browns football tomorrow. All right, and we'll talk about the game, and then I will be there next Saturday at Tim Bank Field against the Bills because I'll have joint practices against the Bills as well. Thank you for joining us, folks. We appreciate you. Thank you, Posh. You can pay Posh Clevelander. Check out our content. Posh Clevelander. Thank you. Interesting too that Myles Garrett's been dealing with knee swelling and he's been resting a lot.
I saw that. Healing thoughts going on to him.
Everybody have a great night and thank you. We'll see you next week.